Hey Zen fam, this isn't the video I was going to make, but this is the video I ended up with. Let me clarify the position. Right, so all week long while waiting for my day off, I was thinking about making a video about Ubisoft and how they can come back, how they can get us excited again. Because it was looking like it was possible. There was a talk of the Division 3, there was talk of the Black Flag remake, there's also all the stuff happening with the original Division and it getting its upgrade mode and it was all looking nice, and there was fun stuff on the horizon with like Assassin's Creed Hexy or whatever it is it's going to be called when it comes out, and there was a little bit of hope amongst people like me who really actually quite like Ubisoft games. I mean, I have played a whole bunch of them. I mean, you can look me up on PSN. You go and look it up, Zembloke_YT on PSN, and you'll see through my trophies I've played a lot of Ubisoft games because I like a lot of what they do. Now the company, however, you go back through the annals of this channel and there have been a great many times where I've gone, Ubisoft, what you doing? And with good reason. We all know the crimes of Ubisoft. We've litigated them back and forward, not just on this channel, but on this very platform, and basically every other platform of social media. We all know that Ubisoft are not without their problems, to put it kindly. But if you cast your mind back just a few years, there was a time when Ubisoft were brilliant. I mean, they were putting in banger games left, right and centre. They were standing up to big corporations trying to take them off. I mean, some of us out here are old enough to remember when Ubisoft went like, we're buying all the parts of ourselves so nobody else can own them. Vivendi, get it up, yay. And we were all like, yay! Go on Ubisoft, fight the big fight. Be that smaller game maker that's making the good stuff. They used to have their own show E3, they would have all the Just Dance dancers, and they were doing cool things, they were making interesting worlds. I mean, we're talking about the people that invented the Assassin's Creed series, and like so many other great titles and great IP. So many IP that they're just sitting on, or that they've not worked on properly. They have brilliant ideas and then let the ideas fester. So much could have been done with Steep. So much could have been done with Riders Republic. Yeah, it's still there and it's still playable and it's still fun, but I always have personally felt that Riders Republic, as much as I like it, has never reached its full potential. Mostly because of the paywalls. I'm not reaching my full potential because I'm choked with a cold here. But much like the other video I've done with this same cold I've made today, and in my effort to batch content, this is what needs to be said. So I'm doing it now and I'm doing it here. Ubisoft, you are good. You have the potential to be awesome. You have killer IP absolutely leaking out of you at every corner and every facet, but you waste it. You end up doing the same thing over and over and over. I mean, like Far Cry 3 is an objective classic, and I've played a lot of the Far Cries and they are fun, but the last couple of Far Cries were less fun. It's that simple. Now don't get me wrong, I really enjoyed 4. The whole idea of running around the United States in a Bible Belt place that's all filled with cultists. It was good. It really was. Driving was a little shonky, but driving's always been a bit shonky in the Far Cry games. That's just part of what Far Cry is. But the last one, the character was good, the story was decent, The weapon wheel was mince. And, yeah. It just never really excited me. It was fun to play, and I wanted to see how it was going to progress, and I liked the characters, and I liked the cast of people you met along the way. It was decently put together, but it felt like it was a little bit cookie cutter. And I've got a review I'm going to do of Assassin's Creed Shadows, which I just finished last night. And yeah, I've got things to say about that game. Or how I've spoken in the past from Watch Dogs. But then so much other stuff. I mean, the Trials games and Valiant Heart, the Great War. You could go on and on and on about the stuff that Ubisoft has done. And the stuff that Ubisoft has misfired on. I mean, their Star Wars game, technically good, but also panned and pilloried to the nth degree for very good reasons that we all know about. And for me personally, now that Ubisoft is closing a bunch of studios and shuttering a bunch of games, including a game that we don't even know anything about. They've just said, yeah, there's a game that was going to happen and now it's not going to happen. What kind of a statement is that to make? Imagine you go up to your partner and you go, I was thinking about making you a sandwich, but now I'm not even going to buy the bread. What? What, Ubisoft? What are you doing? What are you talking about? What are you even thinking about? You're a games company. Your whole point, your entire raison d'etre is to make video games and sell video games. And to make us want those video games that you're selling and making. That's it. That's the entire ball game. And you've been doing less of that. I mean, we're talking about a company that tried to start up a crypto coin within its own video games. Yeah, that didn't go well, did it? Because everybody with half a functioning brain hates NFTs. That's that simple. It's a pyramid scheme, scammy nonsense. All that sort of thing is cryptocurrencies and NFTs and all that absolute dung is poison. Just straight poison. And of course now there's going to be other conversations that there's been in the past about, well, if Ubisoft is going to go bye-bye, who's going to buy them? And of course then the next thought is like, oh please God, not Tencent. Please God, not Tencent. And now of course aside from Tencent, we've also got all the Arab things come along that keep buying up video game properties and then lumping video games into a bunch of human rights abuses. Oh, wonderful! So now I get to buy video games and feel guilty about it. Woohoo! It's tiring. So either it goes two ways. One, Ubisoft, sort yourselves out. Get rid of the current management. Start afresh. Even bring in a team of different people to be a management in your stead. Just be the guys that own stuff and bring in new people to run everything. Get people from various different parts of the industry. Bring them in as a super team and go, right, you guys now run Ubisoft. You have complete and utter control. We're just here to like earn a wage packet from the properties. We'll get our cut from the rights. You make the cool games. You obviously going to earn more than us. We're just going to sit back and just let it happen. But if it goes down, it's on you, and you take the fall. That would be a move. But it's probably going to be more the case that Ubisoft is going to be sold in little bits and pieces. One IP will go here, an IP will go there. And it'll all be broken up, and the Ubi points will be useless, and like the whole Ubi creative thing will just fritter away and turn into nothingness. But in reality, you know what I want. I've said this in the past. I want Ubisoft to be partnered solely, completely into the PlayStation family. And it would be good for both PlayStation and for Ubisoft. Ubisoft would get to probably retain creative control, but the day-to-day running and the rubber stamping of projects would come down to Sony. So Ubisoft could still make Ubisoft games, but they would come under the license of PlayStation. And from the license of PlayStation, they would be released on a multi-platform basis. So nothing technically would change, but the games would be under the auspice of a company that actually knows mostly what it's doing and still has some trust within the games industry. So take it out of the hands of the Guillemot family and put it under control of PlayStation Studios. That would seem to me personally to be the best move. To keep all those lovely games together. To keep all the things that make Ubisoft together. To have people run it that actually would care about it. And would actually keep it as a gaming concern. That is the goal. That is the best thing I can think of for Ubisoft moving forward at this point. I mean, stuff like the Ubisoft Forward could become part of like the PlayStation State of Play. So they would save money there. And I just personally think that is the best option at this point, because Ubisoft is quite clearly donezo. I don't want it to be, because I really like their games. I want them to have the freedom to be creative again. To bring back Watch Dogs. To have racing games that are fun and exciting. To have Assassin's Creed games that like do new things. Just to do new things in general. Because when Ubisoft gets to cook, they serve up the deliciousness. It's that simple. And because they're so afraid of like everything going on around them and the games industry in the current state it is, they're not cooking. They're opening up ready meals. To carry the analogy further, as my voice degrades further. But obviously, this is just my opinions. You're used to my opinions. I would love to get your opinions. So, as always, typey down below. Let Zemblock know. What would you say? What would you do to fix the Ubisoft problem? You know what I'm going to do actually? I'm going to create a playlist every time I've spoken about Ubisoft, and I'm going to link that playlist in the description of this video. So you can go through the years of discussion and thought and feelings I've had about Ubisoft. And maybe somewhere in that morass of thought and feeling, maybe we can come up with something that could actually move Ubisoft out of this doldrum that it's in into a bright new future where we get awesome games again. Hashtag support Scottish YouTubers. And of course, as always, I nae bother.